Hey everybody, so today I got this box from T-Mobile today, and I'm really excited because it's something I've been waiting for a while to get now. I love T-Mobile's packaging with this grip it and rip it, so let's give it a go. It's got that tape through it, so it could be an on-camera fail, but let's see. Just rip right through that without hitting the camera there. Open it up. Get this packaging out of here. And here it is. There it is, the Gear S3 Frontier. So Samsung's latest smartwatch, they have their S series. They had the original S, the S2, and now the S3. I've been waiting for this for a while. I've had every version of this watch, the S and the S2. And I've been really waiting for the S3 because they really upped their game with that one. I thought the S2 was a little bit too small. The S3 takes it back up to, I believe, 46 millimeters. Instead of 42, which I think was the S2 was. So bigger, a little bit chunkier, which I like, and it's supposed to be a little bit more refined. So let's open it up and take a look. So here's a pull tab here. Take off that plastic. Looks like we're going to have to cut through some tape here. Get that tape going. Alright, forget that. Let's get old Trusty in here. We'll rip through that side. We'll rip through that side. Pops open right there, and there's the watch. So we'll put that up there, and so here you can see the watch front and center. Real nice. A little heavier than as you'd expected, but it feels nice. We'll put that down for a bit, and there, you'll probably have the charging cradle and everything else in the box. So let's see here. We've got our micro USB charging cable. That's going to connect to this thing here, which is going to be your charging cradle. So looks exactly like the Gear S2 charging cradle, except obviously it's going to be a little bit bigger. Let's get that out of there. And there's the cradle itself. Micro USB plugs into there. Samsung branding. Nice little cradle and dip to put the watch in. Peel that off. A little grippy on the bottom for the stand, so when you set it down, it doesn't really move. Set that there. Watch on there. What else you get in the box? Extra watch strap, so probably a smaller band just in case you need a smaller wrist there. Standard packaging with your start guide, but this thing is a novel. So you need some bedtime reading, there you go. And this is probably your charging adapter. There it is. And that's about it. So put that to the side, bring in the watch here. So it's a bit magnetic, so it snaps right into that cradle there. You can feel it just snapping into place there, so it stays perfectly. You can use it in like a nightstand mode if you want. But so here's the watch itself. I was just telling you where the back button is, power home on the bottom, and you got your rotating bezel. So let's take that off. Click through the bezel. You can probably hear that. So very nice clicky feel to it. Very smooth rotation. Really easy. Doesn't even take that much pressure to do it. It's ridged here along the style on the dial. You can see that. And then here's the band itself, so let's see if we can take off some of this plastic here. There you go. Pull that apart, and so there's the watch itself. Now, let me see, I can't tell from behind the camera, so real quick. Yeah, in certain lights it looks black, but in other lights it's maybe a little more of a navy blue, so it's really hard to tell. But there you go, it's a nice silicone band. It's got some, if you can get the focus in, it's got some detailing in there and metal clasps there. Nice silicone band. Let's take the back off, and you can see the heart rate sensor on the back there. And like we said, there's your home button, back button, segment part on. There it is. Gear S3 Frontier. Overall, really nice. Like I said, I've got each of the Gear S series watches from Samsung. There's Welcome, and it's waiting to pair now. I'll probably pair this up with one of my Samsung phones. But some quick comparisons here. So like I said, the Gear S, this is original Gear S right here. So it was really a curved display, really like a more of a smartphone on your wrist. And we got the Gear S2, which just was a previous version of the S3, obviously. A lot smaller. This is the Gear S2 Classic. You can hear that bezel, nice bezel. But you can tell here, if I can maneuver this a little bit, the side thickness on the profile. So the S3 looks a bit chunkier, obviously. It's a bigger watch. They're packing a lot of stuff in here. But definitely a bigger watch. It will be bigger on your wrist, so it depends on your wrist size. You may like the 3, you may not. You may still prefer the S2, but there's a quick comparison there. But yeah, like we said, Samsung's got obviously the wireless charging with a stand, a lot of different sensors. It's got an accelerometer, gyro, barometer, ambient light sensor. It's actually packing an Exynos 7270 chipset in there, if that matters to you. I doubt it takes a whole lot to power a watch, but hey, it's Samsung's own chipset, the Exynos, so that's always good. This is the LTE version, obviously, since it came in the T-Mobile packaging. So this has standalone functionality where you don't need to be connected to your watch through Bluetooth. It'll still function, get all your notifications. You can receive and make phone calls as well as send your texts all through the watch alone. So really handy. Not just when you forget your watch, maybe, or your phone, but if you want to go out and exercise, you want to go out for a jog, you want to walk the dog, you don't want to take your phone, you'll have this. It'll have all the functions, a lot of the fitness functions, but also you won't miss any phone calls or texts as well. You can pair up a Bluetooth headset if you want, so if you don't want to look crazy talking into your wrist, you can just pair up a Bluetooth headset to that. It's also water resistant, IP68 certified, so you can go and survive in a little bit of water there. Also great for sports, obviously. We'll try it on real quick. This is the Gear S2 fitness band, so if you want to see what that looked like next to it, there it is. But we'll go ahead and put this on, and we'll do it out from behind the camera. So there we go. Put it on. Very comfortable. The silicone band is very comfortable. Very pliable. It's not stiff or rigid. And there you can see what it looks like on my wrist. From the side profile, maybe a little chunky, but I think it looks nice. I like the bigger watch. Should have a bigger battery in it, so it should last a bit longer. Samsung claims 4 days. Probably I'm thinking maybe 2 days max based on my usage, but we'll put that to the test and we'll see. But I'm really liking this watch. It looks really nice. Even though the Frontier is meant to be more of the sporty and rugged version, it's actually really nice. It's like a gunmetal finish on the watch face itself. These bands are interchangeable, and you can swap them out for. So if you work in an office, you work someplace else where you want to dress or you want to go out somewhere with a dressier look, you can do that. But this band is silicone, very meant for that outdoor sports type of environment, or just a casual look. I've also got some replacement watch bands here from Moco. So like we said, you know, if you want it to have a little bit of a dressier look, you can definitely do that. Just quickly open it up and you can kind of take a peek and see. I may do a separate video on these, but there you go. This is a leather alligator kind of skin to it. I believe these are less than 10 bucks. I'm like $7 or $8 so on Amazon. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link down below. But it's very light. It definitely feels inexpensive. It doesn't feel super high quality, but it doesn't look it. It looks very nice in person. I'd have no problem, I don't think, wearing this. There's the buckle. Some might be concerned it doesn't match the gunmetal color. It doesn't really bother me. For less than 10 bucks, I'm not complaining on that one. And this is going to be the black version of the same thing. I've also got some replacement silicone bands here from the same company, Moco. I've bought stuff from them before. I've had some Apple Watch bands from them. Very inexpensive, very good quality for that money though. Never had any real complaints. I've also gotten other kind of accessories from them, like iPad cases, etc. So never had a problem. So I figured why not try out some Gear S3 replacement bands from them. We'll open these maybe in another separate video with all these bands, try them on, give you a closer look. But from the looks of it, you know, these buckles really seem to be more of a gunmetal type finish. Maybe not exactly as the watch, but definitely not that silver that you see on the leather band here. And the silicone looks to be a fairly decent match to the silicone here. So maybe we'll do another video, a little more detail, more in depth, show you what it looks like on the watch, etc. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's the quick unboxing of the new Samsung Gear S3 Frontier smartwatch LTE edition. I'm going to pair this up and connect it up to my phone and put it through its paces and see how it goes. But I think that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. If you want to see anything in videos, I'll try to do that. I don't use Samsung Pay because I don't have my card, but I'll give that a shot if that's something you guys want to watch, because supposedly this has standalone Samsung Pay functionality. So again, any questions, any comments, let me know. Things you want to see. I'll try to answer them, maybe even do more videos on it. We'll see. But yeah, that's the quick unboxing of the Samsung Gear S3 Frontier LTE edition. And as always, thanks for watching.